It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Now by our winner of tonight's Ford-built Tough Ford Truck 225. Anyway, the winner of tonight's race here at Kentucky Speedway, 11th career victory, second victory this year, Johnny Benson. And I would say that after finishing 33rd at Memphis first this week, you definitely get the bounce back award, but I hate to give you the bad news. You're now the point leader again by 1
no
point.
doubt about that, yeah.
1 point over Matt Craftsman and 5 points over Ron Hornaday. So the point lead cycles once more, and this time in your favor. Tell us about your race tonight.
Well, our race was great. You know, I mean, we were in the point lead there for those two races, which was great. And you know, I made a mistake at Memphis there and over-revved the engine, and that's what, you know, we were running second. We had a great run, and I felt that we would have continued to run well during that race. But Trip Bruce and the guys, I tell you what, they just doing time and time have done a tremendous job on Toyota Certified Used Vehicles Tundra, and it's just a pleasure to be able to you know, go out there and race with these guys and have an opportunity to win the race. And you know, our goal is to try to win the championship. But man, as everybody that's got up there, it's definitely had issues. And if you would have backed up the last two seasons with the amount of issues that we've all had, there's no way that any of us should win a championship based off the last 2 years. So it's been amazing on that aspect. It's great for Craftsman, obviously, to have a points battle that's just unbelievable. And it's a lot of fun to be a part of, I can tell you that.
Okay, questions for Johnny Benson.
Johnny,
Thank you. No.
Oh.
No.
Could you describe the pass you took for the lead down into turn 3 there?
Yeah, it was pretty cool, at least on my end. I'm sure there's a couple other guys didn't like it, but it, you know, we got such a great run off turn 2, and I think we started 4th, and there were some lap cars in there, and they got tied up just a little bit, and I had a tremendous run off 2, and I got alongside the 18, and I thought, well, I said, we're in pretty good shape here, because I figured I would hold them up a little bit, and we both had a good run on a 22, and I thought maybe, I knew it was going to be obviously a 50-50 shot, whether he was going to get off the gas and push him a little bit, or turn left, and he turned left like I expected him to, so obviously I had to turn left, and it was just a mad dash down to the corner. But you know, I went into the corner straight. I stayed as low as I could. Hopefully I gave those guys way more than enough room, and at that point in time, I'm sure you know, I had the best spot. So, but I'm glad the 22 was able to come out of that in second place and have a 1-2 finish for Bill Davis Racing.
Okay, additional questions downstairs? Okay, just one.
And the other drivers said they were fighting tight all night when they got back in the pack, but when they got up in the top 10, top 5, it loosened up. How was your truck all night?
Our truck was pretty good. You know, at the start of the race, I was tight. The first 2-3 laps, it was loose, but that's pretty typical for this track after the ARCA race is run. So, so it was a little free for about 4 or 5 laps, and then it was tight, and we made adjustments to free it up. And there's only that first adjustment I thought we may have went too far, but after I got laps on the tires, I knew that we didn't. So it was just a matter of being able to just deal with the first couple of laps on new tires, and then I thought we'd be in pretty good shape. And it's week in and week out. You're back in traffic. It's going to be tight. There's just no two ways around it. It's just that's a weekly process, and you know, if your truck's good, you can get up through there. If you're off just a little bit, it's extremely hard to get up through there. And this track is extremely difficult to pass on. It's the outside groove has got just enough speed that you can hold the guy down. The track's got just enough bumps in it that it's difficult to get through the bumps, and it's just slippery enough that you have to be careful when you're side by side. So it gives sometimes when you're side by side, it gives that outside guy a little bit of advantage. He can pull down on the guy and get him freed up and then get his momentum cut off coming off the corner. So there were some passes made on the outside, which proved that the inside was pretty tough.
Okay, question here.
You were talking about the groove. There was a lot of times when the trucks were running 3 and 4 wide. Was there any one groove that worked the best?
Well, for me, you had to use all three. You had to go into the corner, start the corner high, go all the way to the bottom, and then use the track up coming off. And obviously, you can do that if you're by yourself. So it was, I think that we may have been one of very few that were able to hug the line on the bottom, and that was key to us being able to win this race. You either had to be, within an inch of the apron, or you had to be 10 feet away from the apron. There was no real small spot in there. It gets, if you get 2-3 feet off the apron there in the middle, it was very, very slippery. So you had to be really careful to get your tires in it. It'd either slide the nose or get loose on you. And I found that out early in the race, and so you had to be very disciplined on how you entered the corner and crossed over and got your tires in the right spot on the track. And if you did that lap after lap, you could be in pretty good shape. But if you missed it every once in a while, the guy behind you hits it good, he's going to catch 2, 3, 4 truck lengths on you. And we saw the 22 do that once. I got lapping one of the other trucks. I went semi-cautiously into the corner on the outside there, and I had a 12 truck lead. And right after I got by there, he goes, "Nah, you only got 6." So it didn't take much. It was very small to. If you missed it just by a little bit, the guy behind you can make a lot of gains. But if he slipped, then obviously you'd pull away too.
Question in the back.
Since we weren't going from sunlight to dark and the track was cooling fast during the event, did you guys free up the truck constantly each stop?
Yeah, but it was very small. We learned a big lesson last year here, running when we did during practice, and it was tight during in practice, and we kept freeing it up, and we were just super fast in practice last year. And we got in a race, and I couldn't drive it. It was so loose. And so when I got to that point this year, when I thought that I was where I was at last year, I quit practice. We didn't run the last 35 minutes of practice yesterday just because I was not going to make the same mistake that I did the year before. So we just parked it, sat there, waited for today's event, and, fortunately it worked out for us.
We have questions from the press box.
No.
Okay, well, Johnny, congratulations, and see you at O'Reilly Raceway Park in about 6 days.
All right. Thank you, guys.